Today at Purgy Performance, we've been installing a new turbo kit and front mount intercooler to our development car. While we've got it in pieces, we're going to show you how to do a basic service, including an oil change and air filter change. Obviously, we've got the car in bits, so it's a lot more visible for you, but you'll still be able to do this on the driveway at home really easy without taking the whole front end of the car apart. So the first step is we're going to remove our oil filter. Obviously, the front end of our car is all exposed here, so you can see the oil filter cap is just here, but you'll be able to access this if you remove the boost intake pipe from the turbo. You can use a 27mm socket piece to loosen the cap. Have a bucket ready underneath because you will get some oil come out as soon as you move the filter. We're going to let it drain back in as much as possible to try not to make a mess. Quickly flip it around. So now we have the filter here, we can just pull it out and leave that in your tray. Put your cap to one side for now. Now we need to drain the sump. The sump plug is at the back of the sump. It's a 17mm nut. So we need to loosen that off with our drain bucket underneath and let the oil drain out. While that's draining, if we open the filler plug, this will allow any air into the oil system, which will help flush out any oil that's sitting in the sump. So here we have our new oil filter and O-ring gasket. This gasket sits around the filter cup here, so we need to remove the old one. You can use a flathead screwdriver to pry this out. It's good practice to put a bit of oil on the new ring. So we'll just spread some around. Doesn't need to be a lot, just enough to lubricate it. And then we need to slide it back on. It just stretches over. And then slide it down into the groove where it sits. Make sure it's straight all the way around. That's it. While you're here, you might as well clean up any excess oil on the cap. Now we can put our new filter into the cup. You'll see on the end of one side of the filter, it has these little clips. That goes facing down. You press it in and you'll feel it clip into place. This then holds it in. Now we can screw this back in. You can tighten it back up. This doesn't need to be too tight as it is only plastic, but because the new O-ring's on there, you will feel some resistance. We've now got it pretty tight. I'm just going to give it one more. That's it. We're good. You don't want to over tighten that. While we were fitting the new filter, the oil was still draining. So it's been a few minutes, and as you can see, there's only a very slight drip coming out of the sump. So we're good to put the sump plug back in and refill the system with fresh oil. Okay, now that we've got the sump plug back in, nice and tight to make sure it doesn't leak, we can fill the system back up with oil to the recommended amount. So now we've filled it up with the recommended amount, we can put the cap back on. We'll check the level on the dipstick. Once we do start the car, some of the oil is going to circulate around the system, so we may need to top it up a little bit more, but we can check that after. So now we'll check the level on the dipstick. Give the dipstick a wipe. It will be a bit harder to see because the oils should be nice and clean now. Put it all the way back in, leave it for a sec and pull it out. So I can see the level is at maximum on there, but once we've started the car, we may need to top it up a little bit more. So we're also going to change the air filter as part of our service. We've just got our standard air box here, so we'll show you how to take it apart and replace the filter. Very simple. So there's 3 7mm bolts on top of the air box that we need to undo. We remove the old filter and then put our new filter in the air box. Put the top cover back on, hooks under these parts at the back, lines up with the bolt holes and do the 3 bolts back up. We've done this with the airbox out the car because we already had it removed, but obviously it's very simple to do in the car. Same 3 bolts, cover lifts off, put your new filter in, doesn't need to be removed. And that's how to complete a basic service. Obviously today we've changed the oil filter, oil and the air filter. You can also change your spark plugs and coil packs if you want to. We've got this in another video, and if you want to see that, check that out on our YouTube channel.